Tick, tick, tock. The Clockmaker of Boston. Chapter 1. The Letter from the President. Boston, January 1863. The city slept beneath a blanket of snow, its harbor frozen like glass. The war had drained color from every street. Even the gas lamps seemed dimmer that winter. Newspapers fluttered through the alleys. Battle of Fredericksburg lost. Union struggles continue. Each headline a reminder that America itself hung by a thread. Inside a cramped workshop on Tremont Street, Elias Finch leaned over his workbench, his fingers trembling with exhaustion and excitement. All around him ticked the sounds of hundreds of clocks, a symphony of time. Wooden gears, brass cogs, and tiny hammers surrounded him like instruments of destiny. But in the center of the table lay something no one else had ever built. A circular frame of copper lined with glass tubing and silver wire, pulsing faintly with blue light. He called it the chronometer. It wasn't designed to tell time. It was designed to... At precisely 2:13 a.m., the front bell jingled. No one should have been there. Elias froze. His apprentice, young Caleb, had gone home hours ago. A tall man in a dark overcoat stepped inside. His boots left melting snow across the floorboards. He carried a leather satchel stamped with the Union Eagle. "Mr. Finch?" The man's voice was calm, precise, too precise for an ordinary messenger. Elias hesitated. "Who's asking?" The stranger removed a sealed envelope and placed it on the table. The wax bore the mark of the White House, the Great Seal of the United States, pressed deep and flawless. "By order of the President," the messenger said quietly, "you are to read this in private. Burn it after." Then he turned and left, his footsteps vanishing into the blizzard. Elias's hands shook as he broke the seal. The parchment inside was crisp, formal, and terrifyingly direct. "Mr. Finch, it has come to my attention that you possess a device of uncommon design, one capable of recording moments beyond the present. The Union is in need of every advantage it can obtain. I am dispatching a representative to secure your cooperation. You will be compensated beyond measure. History may depend on your invention. Yours faithfully, Abraham Lincoln." Elias sat back, the letter trembling in his hand. How could Lincoln possibly know about the device? He told no one, not even Caleb, about the chronometer's true purpose. He turned toward the window. The harbor beyond shimmered faintly in moonlight, the frozen masts of ships standing like tombstones. Somewhere out there, men were dying to preserve a nation. And yet here, in this quiet workshop, he held something that might rewrite the world. For hours he paced, unable to sleep. The clocks around him ticked louder, like the heartbeat of history itself. By dawn, he'd made his decision. He would meet the president's man, but he would not hand over the device. Not yet. The arrival. 3 days later, the representative arrived. Colonel Nathaniel Briggs, a Union intelligence officer rumored to have once served as a spy in London. He was tall, severe, his blue uniform sharp as glass. His eyes moved like a hawk's, quick, cold, always calculating. Elias greeted him politely, but his gut told him one thing. This man wasn't here just to negotiate. Briggs wasted no time. "I'll be brief, Mr. Finch. The President believes your invention can help the Union. If it can record what has happened, even for seconds, imagine its value. We could know enemy movements before they reach us, witness spies without their knowing." He frowned. It doesn't show the future, Colonel. It only remembers the past, captures what's already happened. Then perhaps you simply haven't built it completely yet. Elias felt his heart quicken. How did he know? Briggs slid a folder across the table. Inside were sketches, military blueprints. But these were his sketches, the ones he'd burned months ago to keep his secret safe. Where did you get these? Elias whispered. The same place we got your name, Briggs said coolly. Mr. Finch, the government already knows more about your work than you imagine. You will deliver the chronometer to Washington in 3 days, or we'll come back for it. He tipped his hat and left. That night, Elias locked the doors, barred the windows, and buried the device beneath the floorboards. Then he did something he'd never done before. He went to the tavern across the street and drank until the clocks in his mind went silent. Caleb found him the next morning, pale and trembling. "Sir, what happened?" "Nothing," Elias lied. "Just time catching up to me." But deep inside, he knew something was changing, not just in his workshop, but in the world itself. Somehow his creation had slipped beyond his control. And somewhere in Washington, President Lincoln waited for a device that could bend memory, perhaps even